Alright, I'm in Lewis Drug. Stopped here to warm up. I'm walking to pick up Carol's new vehicle. It's an 05 Honda CR-V, and bought it 6 days ago. So last Sunday, Carol's backstory here. Carol's been looking for over 2 years for a vehicle to replace the Jeep she has, and she loves her Jeep, and she's always loved outdoor vehicles. And she's just been frustrated, even to the point last night that she was almost in tears, that she was ready to give up searching. And so we found this vehicle. We were looking actually for a Subaru, and we went to the lot to look at it, maybe test drive it, and we saw this out back in the far corner, as far corner as you can get of the lot, and just fell in love with it. I loved it, the girls loved it, she loved it. Test drove it, and we came back later that day and test drove it and met the salesman, and I had and she wanted to buy it, and I had worked out a deal with the salesman beforehand without Carol knowing, that if Carol said she wanted it, that she wanted to buy it, he was going to pull her chain a little bit and say that it was possibly being sold in another deal, and that he wasn't for sure that he could sell it right then and there, and that I was to give him $100 without Carol knowing. And so that's what I did, just as a down payment. And so I called the next day and purchased it, and so he let her know that it was already sold. So she has no idea that it was bought, and he didn't lie to her, it was sold, but sold to me for her birthday. So yeah, if you're watching this, I hope you know that I love you, and I hope you have a great week and a great birthday, and just a neat story, just a neat God story. I don't know if this will be the vehicle that she's her dream vehicle, but at the very least, I think it's something that she'll enjoy in the meantime before she finds her Forester or Jeep that she's been dreaming of for years. So, but this is a neat story. I think it's just God's poetry in our life. So I bought this for her. This is an Outback, Super Outback, and I'll turn the camera around here a second. I brought this with me. This was a gift I gave her 2 years ago for her birthday in March. It's a Subaru Outback, and she was, like I said, she really loves outdoorsy vehicles, and so at the time she was looking at Outbacks, and so I bought her a car for her birthday, just not a big one. And this is just a great testimony of how the Lord can take small things and make them big things, and make dreams come true. And this big giant red bow is just something funny we share. There's a commercial I'll have to try to find and put in the description, where they were talking up these big red bows, and how it was a slap in the face to give somebody a car without that big giant red bow on it. So, but it's just kind of neat, because we went to that dealership to look at a Subaru, and it just so happened that the vehicle that I ended up getting 2 years later was Outback, and it was Outback as far as you can get at the dealership in the far corner. So I just thought that was God's humor or poetry, and just a neat testimony, and just another testimony of how God can take the small things and make them big things. Alright, well, there she is. Yeah, hope you enjoy this, and hope you love it, Carol. Alright, just around the corner, almost home, and got the old girl bathed up, looking good. Looks like she's been sitting on the front porch a little bit. Alright, got something for you. It might not be Beulah, but maybe it'll be something you enjoy in the meantime.
I knew it. I had it figured out. I did! I knew it! Well, I had started to figure it out, especially on my, oh man, on my walk. I was like, okay, Lord, I think this is happening. I think I have a new car.
Oh, that's funny. Happy birthday.
That's my hope one to get the mail yesterday. And
I didn't know.
But it didn't. It wouldn't look very suspicious because Hope always asks. To get
Yeah,
the
that
mail.
I did not know. Then I started to figure it out. And you had that smirk last night when I brought it up. You're like,
Yeah.
your smirk. That's what I talked to the Lord about on my walk. I'm like, he had his smirk. His mischievous smirk he can't help. then I was preparing myself. If I was wrong, what was I going to do?
Right.
You know? I was like, it's okay. I'll keep shopping.
Yeah.
And then you text, and this is how I knew. The Lord, like, it's kind of like the Lord prompted me that you would tell Hannah you were on your way home.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so I saw that you messaged her about the purity ball. And I'm like, oh, they have a clue that Dad's coming home. Is that true?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I knew it. But I think the Lord told me that. He's like, he's going to message Hannah and
Yeah.
give her a clue. And then,
The purity ball is kind of funny.
I know, and you didn't send him an emoticon. Like, all you said was, yeah. I'm like, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting in the chair and I go, oh my goodness, I didn't iron Hannah's dress. And I mentioned that and I said that to the girls. They were standing in the kitchen and Hope looked out the window and she goes, maybe do it later. And I was like, she's ready for bed.
It was when you had said 2 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, he messaged you?
Yeah.
So the other guy didn't buy it.
I was the other guy.
No,
Yeah.
how'd you do that?
I called it when we saw it that morning. I thought, okay, if there's a chance she wants this, I called the salesman before you texted him to schedule a test drive, and I told him the whole story. And I said, so if she wants it, tell her that that it might be sold already.
Oh, no way.
So he said to me, if you want it, then slip me $100 before you go, and it'll be yours.
Wow.
So I shook his hand at the end and gave him those 20s that I stopped at the ATM to get. And so I called him the next day and went over there at lunch and worked out the whole thing with the bank. And yeah, so no, just the girls. And I told them Thursday. Yeah.
Me first.
Yeah.
Because you loved it the most, probably.
Well, and what was funny is last night when the way to U-Hop, you were, almost in tears that you were just so frustrated, and they were, yeah.
You came into the room and you were like, I'm just so tired.
I was crying. I was crying to Hannah.
And I was like, yeah, well, God has a plan. I was like, if you didn't notice, I was looking down at my drawing, like, yeah. And then I was almost going to smile. So I just stared at my drawing.
Man, hopes.
Yeah.
But what you said actually meant a lot to me.
But it was funny. I was like, yeah.
God must have a plan, you said.
Staring at my paper, trying not to smile.
And on the way home last night, Hope said how she missed the gold one,
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, we were talking about vehicles. She-
Jolly Hill. To make you feel sad or something. But it worked.
So, yeah, enjoy, sweetie, love you.
It is funny, Dad was
Happy
the other
birthday.
guy.
Happy birthday.
You did promise me a car for my birthday 2 years ago.
Well,
and that
that's
also crossed my mind this morning. Like, he promised me a car for my birthday.
well, I made a little video before this. That's the story. I took the Subaru off the shelf with the gold bow or the red bow, and I don't know if you realize it, but it was a Subaru Outback, and we went there to look at a Subaru, and out back we found the CRV.
Yeah, and
And it was 2 years ago. Yeah.
there was something else. Oh, I mentioned, I wonder if something's going to happen or something kind of with my birthday.
Mhm.
And you're like, well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I suppose everyone wants to go for a drive, huh?
Let's do it.
Yay! We found the state of J&R.
Right. You know what Mom just said to me?
What?
She said the Lord told her that the car she'll find will be at JNR.
Wow.
But she never told me that because she didn't want the pressure of that. She found the bow.
You said you had to give me a little something.
Yeah. Well, I
Not
thought
little.
the keys were little enough. That's what I
Okay.
thought.
I think it's this one. Look. Oh, they're both
I
the
think
same?
yeah, I think they both work.
Okay. Are you happy, Hope? 'Cause you
Yes.
have- This is the one
I
you
was
like.
almost crying when I found out someone else got it.
Oh, I know you really like it. Look at our toys. Look at what?
They have their own rules.
Oh, you already got your toys in. They've moved in.
All right. All right, maiden voyage.